everyone, welcome back to our everyday living. Welcome to the inside of the new van. Looking pretty inside, but anyway, we're here today to make a box up for our DC charger, inverter 3000 watt, and our two solar controllers that we've got to put in, and we've got to put MIDI fuses on the outside next to all that sort of thing too. I'll just give you an example of what I'm talking about. We've already started down here. This is just a template. We thought we'd better document this for basically for us, and for if anyone else wants to do the same sort of thing. Like, we've got some good solar. What are they? They're the Victron Energy solar controllers. They're 100 by 50 amps, Bluetooth. We've gone with the iTech 3000 watt pure sine wave inverter with the automatic transferring switch and RCD protection. It's all on the front there. We will be getting an electrician to connect that. Got the DC to DC charge here. All the 12 volt stuff I can do myself, but this board here is part of the back plate. This is actually a bit back to front the way we've got it at the moment. I was just placing things out where things may go, and I've got the MIDI fuses sitting up the top there, so that's the way it'll sit. Well, not like this, it won't sit on the floor like this. I'm making it so it goes in between there and there. That way I can get inside the boot inside there, screw it that way, and put a screw from that side outside in there so I can hold it up and that sort of thing, and screw it to the floor. May even think about, I don't know, getting a couple of more pieces of timber like that and going down through there. Just don't know. Haven't thought much about doing that. But anyway, let's get to make this box up, because I'm going to put marine carpet on it too. Right, let's get out on our workbench. As you can see, we've already got one done. That was what was in the van. Already got some screws screwed on, so we've already gone through and marked which one goes where. Had these pre-cut ourselves, we cut them. So I've got to drill it first because it's pretty old timber. This timber was actually when I'd done the canopy fit out. When we done that, oh well, geez, that's going back a couple of years, isn't it? Yep. Right, I've got to leave a gap there because I've got to put a screw that way and that way. So we go through centre there. All right, we'll get that one done. A bit skewish there. Put sides in now. That went that way. Right, go through. No, well, I was thinking about there, and then another one down there. Yeah. I'll go the other end first, spin him round. Mind the wind, everyone. Pull it in the line. Oop. 2 should be enough, sufficient. Put the other end in.
Up the other way.
Yeah, that way round, eh?
Yeah.
That's why we marked it, didn't we? Only put 2 in, didn't I?
Another one, you already got that
Yeah, already got one there.
one.
That's all we need there. And then it'll go to those other screws when we get this all carpeted. Yes, yeah, because these hinges here, right, what we're doing here, everyone, is that's basically just what we're going to be putting. See, all the wires will be inside here, and then we'll just have a hole going through there, through the floor, and all the wires are hidden behind. So this is what we're doing. We're putting that onto that, have that all carpeted. We'll make it so that we can actually screw it to close it and that sort of thing. No latches. We'll just put a couple of screws in there so we can bolt it all down. But what we're going to do is we'll get. Well, this was me. I actually, these are all materials that I've had on hand. So I thought, well, I could probably put that hinge in there or somehow. I just don't know. I might even put it on the inside. I just haven't thought about how I'm doing this hinge. It's just one of those things that I've got to look at. As you open that, that's going to want to come away from there. So we may be best to doing it like that. I don't know. We'll see how we go, I suppose. These hinges might not be the application. I might have to go and get a bit of piano hinge and put on there. That's probably the better way instead of using these. So we'll get that all carpeted up and see how we go. This is our choice of colour. Sort of almost the same colour as inside the van. We couldn't get the same colour. They only had the 3 colours, so we had to pick this one. I don't mind the blue in the marine carpet, but that's what was available. They had the most of this stuff, so that's what we picked. Now I'm not covering the back onto that. I've had to send June into town. More because we were debating about the hinge side of it. We will not be able to use these hinges, unfortunately, so I've sent her on her merry way into town. Had a few other things to do anyway, so I sent her in there. She's going to go and get a piano hinge. Now, to do this, I think I'm going to have to go down, because I want it in one full piece right around. Like I said, I'm not covering the back, I'm only covering this edge. So I'm only going for a strip about yay wide. You can say that's 3 inches plus 20, I think it is. So it's about, yeah, 3 1/4 inches, I think that's 3.5 inches, something like that. But anyway, we'll get this all covered, get it get it finished off. Hopefully we can get it done before June gets back with all of our goodies. I'm hoping I've got enough. I've already cut some out of it. I don't think I'm going to have enough. So we might be best. Yep, I reckon we'll be best to go that way, so we're not wasting bits and pieces. Go this way. We've got offcuts on that end. So are we going to be able to do it this way? That's not going to be square there. What the hell is that? Bit rough that. We might have to square this up first. I reckon that might be the geo. Square it up first. Get a square edge. That's not going to be easy either, I tell you. We'll see how we go getting a square edge. We'll go from this side. Things you come up against when they cut it, they don't cut it square. Bit of a pain that way. Right, we know that edge is square because you can see that's square there, so we're using this as a reference. Use this as a reference for sure. That's how much they buggered up. Then put the ruler on the back over here for a straighter edge. No, we're going to go further than that. We might be best starting down at this corner here and then chopping the rest off. Go to there, start there, come down like so, make it pretty Mickey Mouse close. I'll have to put this on a piece of board and mark it out, I reckon. Put the ruler underneath that, should be good enough to do it that way. Haven't got a longer one, so that's what we're doing. Get that, butt that up against that. If you haven't got one, this is the easiest way. Well, that's what I've always found anyway. Press that onto that, shouldn't move in the center. And I was able to move it back pretty damn close there. Probably can't see it on camera, but that is damn close to that edge. I can still feel the edge. That's to there, square there, square enough anyway because that edge is nice and square. We can just draw our line down that, or we may be able to just cut it. I think that's probably the better way of doing it. Instead of worrying about it, we just cut it off. Put this so that is the non-marked side. We can mark that side, put this directly underneath it. Come on, now I've got to put that back where it was. Lift up, son. Come on. There we go. That to there. That to there. To there. And we'll cut that end off first to do with the knife. Under there. Dexter's there. Don't do that to me. You moved. He moved. Come on. This ain't easy. I usually don't have problems with this stuff. Oh, start in further. Doesn't have to be exact. Slide our timber along. Don't want to mark the table, it's only plastic and it's not ours. So that's why I'm doing it the way it is. Alright, hopefully that's it. Looking fantastic. Straight edge again. Bit of waste, doesn't matter. Right, now pull that out from there. We don't need that at the moment, only covering the edge. So how much are we going to get out of one piece? Hoping we can go, say, one to there and then another one like that, sort of an L-shaped type of thing. So what are we going to get? What's that? That's 780 mil. We'll go, it will be 1,000, talking metric here, 1,100 and I reckon 5. Yes. So we cut him off there. We'll give it a tester mark. I've already had it out. Probably all dry. Oh, luck it's not. Move that along. We'll have to do another long cut. Do 2 of these. Make sure we're good that way. That to there. And we should need it probably, I'll do a measure up just to be on the safe side. 85 mil. Much easier for me to do it this way. Go 85 and 85 instead of doubling it. I could use a pair of scissors or something like that, but using the knife is so much easier. Actually, I've got a better idea. Instead of using that, I'll put this piece over here, our other piece of scrap, down on the ground. On the ground or on the table? On the table. Don't want to bend over. Save the back, they say. That'd be a lot better. Get the tools out of the road. Right, got it there. Cut the other one without the timber, I reckon. Where's our line? Right there. Give this a go, see if this works. Line right there. Right, we've got our mark up here, put that into that. That don't look right, that mark. What's going on? What have I done? Well, I can put that back into there. So we're 85 there, definitely. What did I do up here? Doesn't look right. 65. Stuffed up. Put it properly. At least I went 85 there. Right, continue. At least we've got a mark there. Go the new mark. Up there. Right. That come off easy. Get rid of the roll. Don't need that at the moment now. Sit it down there. Right, this is the magic. Well, actually, it's not the magic. We've got to actually do some more cutting. So this one's got a line on it. Where's our line on this one? Have I drawn that? No. So are we square there? We better find out if we are square up here to see if our line is right. No, that's not square. So we've got to square that out to get our line up there right. not much. That'll do. See if we measured out right. 1,105 I think I said. Better refresh my memory. Yeah, 1,105. Spot on the money. Yeah, see we're 5mm out there because I had to cut that extra off. Should be able to do the two of these at the same time. That to there. Pull one on top of another. And chop them off. Done. Now we can put it on. Put its clothing on. Staple gun. That's how we're putting it on. Good old staple gun. Wouldn't do without one of those. I was doing the canopy when I done the canopy build the other way, and Jesus, my hand was so sore. It was unbelievable. So the piano hinge will go on the outside of this carpet. I'm not gluing any of this. There's no need to glue anything. Pulling tight. Right. Leave it on for now with a bit of an overlap. Start at that piece and go right around the other side. Looking Mickey Mouse already. That part done. Just got to wait for June to come back with the piano hinge. What we might do before we actually cover the other piece here, the front piece, is might grab out all of our gadgets and start drilling some holes so we know where things are going to go. So when we go to put the cables and stuff through, because that'll go onto there, then we carpet the front face down to the side. That's all we do there. Piano hinge on the outside, and that'll be nice and neat. So I'll go and get all the other bits and pieces, and we'll deck all of this out. Rightio, got all of our gizmos that we're going to be putting on the thing in the van. Now I did do a test with our solar panels that we've got over here with one solar panel. I've got a solar panel multimeter, so we may be able to just do one of these. So I'll set it up like if I've got to add two and things like that, if I've got no option to use two. I was going to use two of the Victron Energy solar controllers, but we may be able to just use one. All depends on how much they're going to put out. It does say 14.8 amps. So 14.8, 14.8, it's 28. So that's why I was going to go two. 4 panels, yeah, it might be maxing one of these out. So that's, I could have went to the 75 one and went that way, but then you've got to go bigger wire, blah blah blah, all that sort of stuff, you know. With solar you got to get the power to the controller and keep the power closest to your, like your battery power and the controller close to the battery. So that's what we're doing. That's why we're going where it is, because the batteries are external, so I don't have to worry about putting any vents in because they're already external for the new laws and legislations, blah 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 stuff, you know. So I'll set this up. Mind the wind blowing through here too. It's a bit of a havoc at the moment. We're going to sit this over here. These are the three main items that will go on this. So we'll place that into place. square our timber up, so where our holes are going to be, that's what we're mainly doing. If I don't make the hole, well, I'll be in trouble, so I'm better off just making the hole for it all, and then it's all done. Make sure I've got enough room for the positive to go down in through there for a hole. May be able to go through the positive with that down the same holes I put these ones here. The same for the negative. Makes it all look nice and tidy. Yeah, so that's why we're going to try and do it. Whether it works that way, we just never know. Bring that up like so. Might screw it down and go with it that way. Timber, that looks a bit rickety, that one. Must be their manufacturer. That's another reason why I'm putting the carpet on there. Takes all this ricketiness out. Like this one's the same. It's not my board, I'll guarantee you that, because the inverter's not doing it, nor is the DC charger. So what we might do, put a couple of screws in so it doesn't move. That way I can put a hole down there. Don't know what size wire I'll have to go for that or that. Haven't decided. Well, it's not a matter of I haven't decided, I haven't done that research, so we can go bigger with the hole later if need be, but I want to be able to put a big enough hole there so when I've got this positive going through that hole, the negative going through this hole, if it, like this one here, I'm talking about actually if I actually put the top one in, because I'll definitely put the bottom one in. All this has got to be put to a shunt anyway, so know how much power we're getting and that sort of thing. So where's the drill? We'll screw this all down. We'll be taking it back off anyway. DC to DC charger. Just do it about there, I reckon, because we've got to get the electrician in to wire that up, and we've got the remote for it, so we won't need to go under the bed to get any of this stuff, which will be great. So that can come, that's good where it is. We'll put a couple of screws in that, one over this far side, looks nice and square to me. That onto that, sort of holds it, so we only put 2 in, put the rest in later after we've carpeted it. Well, that moved. I want it square, son, so I can put the hole in the right spot. Up there, that's not going to move, so the hole will go probably about there. That way that when the electrician comes, when I've done all the fitting up of the 12-volt part of it, the electrician comes, he can wire that up and go down this same hole here. This will open up like this. This is out of the road. Make it nice and tidy. Put all the MIDI fuses up the top like I showed you. Get these up here. With the MIDI fuse ones, I won't be worrying about trying to feed the carpet inside the timber either, but that's what I want to do here if I make a big enough hole. I've got to decide what size wire I'm going to have to use for the inverter. They did send some with the inverter, but I think I might have to go a little bit bigger than that. Just not sure. Inverter can go down a smidget. Just a smidget, down to about there, I reckon there, because that's getting it closer to there. See what I'm trying to do, so that they're pointing down there. We can lift this up so it's at the top, because this is not going to be so close to the bed anyway. Underneath it, that can move up a fraction. That looks good like so. Looking good. We've got space there, we can bring that a little bit closer that way, because the DC charger gets pretty warm, so we'll put that one in there. Yeah, I can't get to that side. This is so they don't move and I can drill me holes. That's what it's all about. It's the only reason why I'm screwing it down. That to there. Yeah, hopefully we can get it through the center of that, even if I've got to do many little holes. I'd rather one little hole in the middle, one big hole. Yeah, we've got enough screws out there. Line these suckers up, go to the top one first. Get the bracket nice and square. Another one on the far side. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. I don't want to go too low because we're already using about 25 mil down here anyway, because of the thickness of the sidewall of here. So we've got to be careful on how big of a hole we go here and where this bottom one is. So that's about 30 mil down there, but we have to add 20 mil, so we wouldn't, well, it's actually 12 mil. So we wouldn't have much of a hole there, so we've got to creep this up. It's going to be very tight in the centre there. You get the solar controller wires through first, then that positive through, and it should be right, because I'll be placing all the wires on the back of this piece that I'm screwing to at the moment, so that way if anything opens, there's only the play from the shunt, which I'll put the shunt on the same face as this, but up at the back, and then we'll just have all the wires off the shunt going through the floor down here. I already got one on there, son. Put those onto there. They're not going to move. Mickey Mouse. Right, now we can mark it. Oh, damn those. Right, they can bend it pretty tight, because all these Anderson plugs I will take off, because I've got to join them and that sort of thing. Crimp them and join them, solder them, heat shrink them, because one's got to go, that one's your output wire, which goes to your battery. This is your input wire from your alternator, and then we've got solar. I will be doing external solar outside the van, even though we're going to have solar up on top of the van. We've got two panels up there that I'm going to actually take down, because they're a different wattage than what I've actually purchased. So if anyone's interested in a bit of solar, I might even keep them for actually down on the ground and put a solar on that way. That's another option. So this wire here, that'll be nice and sharp. We'll put that around, keep that nice and straight around there. I could have done this without actually screwing it down, but I need to know my size of hole. They'll go there, because that's got to go double out of there, and well, yeah, double there, so we're going to have a big hole there. Got to measure that out, so looks about 5 mil, 10 mil plus that. Oh, yawn. Struth a lot. Now this wire here, I'll go and get it for the inverter. I'll show you what I'm talking about, size wire. This is what I mean by wire size for the inverter. She's a fairly big one. Now I did notice on the end of here that it does say 300 amp. I thought, well, I better do some researching, and I found a 300 amp midi fuse. So I've had to order it. That's on the way. And yeah, so what I'll do now, I've marked everything out. I reckon we'll have to use this bit here. That's a big one. That's an inch to go down there for the positive to go down. We'll put another hole like that down there, because this one's got to go to down into there, into the shunt. The positive's got to go through the to a MIDI fuse, then back down there. So yeah, but anyway, we'll get all this stuff off, and what we're going to do here is we're going to use the red one here to go down there. So we'll get it all off. Oh, here comes Joni on her way back in. Where's those screws? How'd you go at good old Bunnings? You managed to get the part?
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, good-o, good-o. Well, we can put that on. We can actually finish this off tonight. Sweet. You like to just put these screws back in there, please? And then you'll be able to head on over to start getting dinner if you want to.
Yep, okay.
And I'll finish this off.
Yep. Leave the connection, phone connections and that over with me.
No, I'll leave them there, they're fine. You want to take that out of the road? It's a heavy beast. Thank you. That's all the screws, yep. That's all the screws. Bingo, do you mind you? There you go. Can't carry it all together. Close all that up because I'm going to do some drilling. Right, this one here, I did mark it out with a texter. Where are we there? Hope I get it right. Oh, take that off that. We don't want it on that. We want it on drill. There we go. That's that one. Good-o. That's that. Gee, big gummy. That little bit first, was it? Yes. Go that one first for those other two holes, then we'll go into the biggest one. The big one's a bit big. I'll get the grinder and I'll buff that off. It's down here on the ground. There's sanding disc on it. Right, now we can carpet it. Sounds good to me. Put the carpet on it. It's down here. Over the carpet. Over that way. That was the way, wasn't it?
Take it that way.
Hey? No, well, yeah, we could do it that way.
Is there enough?
Yeah, no, that'll do.
Is there enough?
Yeah, that'll do. That'll be great. What I'm better off doing is just doing that first, but making sure I've got enough there. Yeah, I've got enough. Not quite enough.
You haven't got enough side
Well, I can always chop the excess off. That's the thing.
Slide it across.
I've got to cut that corner like that anyway, so it comes up as a corner. Right, so that's pretty straight, that edge. I've got to go a little bit more. This is the hard part, everyone. That looks good like that. That looks good. We might put a staple or two in that.
You did, see?
Didn't now. Got him. Got him by the short and curlies. Alright, is that going to be enough there? Yeah, there's heaps there. Right, I think we'll just give that a stretch. Like so. Put that up like so. I didn't get any. I must have ran out. I did. Oh, I did run out. Done all that work for nothing. Reload. Right, so Stanley.
No.
Yep, no worries.
Thank everyone next time.
June's going over to do dinner.
I might have salad stuff.
Oh, okay. Yep. This is the easy way, I reckon. Bugger measuring things up. Just get in and cut her off. That's good enough there. Now I've got to go down there. It's a bit hacky sort of way, but it's the way I'm doing it. Then I can just fold that up, see whatever screws to the other side, like all of the stuff we had, it's going to hold it on there anyway. I'm more concerned about this side here, because this side here is going to be open and nothing to hold it, so I've got to put as many staples along there as I possibly can. I'll do that very shortly. So I've just got to get this edge here done. And cut that like so. Cut this one the same. There. Then we'll fold that this way and we'll be able to staple that across the edge. Do this one first. Get another staple into that corner. A lot of these staples you can't actually see. Right, that's good there. Cut that down like so. That needs another staple. So there's that one. Like, we're only looking at the moment the inside of what we're going to be looking at. Right, I'll give that a haircut after. This one over this way. Spin it around. Oh, I should have just done that, shouldn't I? Right, that over like so. Right, we'll get to and give it a haircut now. Straight down there. That's that off there. That one off the edge there. That over there. That's what it looks like. Pretty damn good, I reckon. Love that. Finish this side off, because I can see where I've got to go now. Give that piece a haircut. and then put the hinge on. Looking good, looking good. One there and we should be good. Punch him down. We'll give that end a bit of a haircut. It's a bit proud. Where was it? Here. Put him up on his end. That seemed to be the best way. It's the easiest way. Right, now all we've got to do is cut these holes out. Turn it over. I should know where it is now. There it is there. That'd be nice if I could leave that there, really. That might be an idea. Leave that there and feed the wire down in through that. No sharp edges. That's not a dumb idea. This one here. Do the same with that. Go straight across. Yeah, that'd work. Bloody oath. We don't want sharp edges on our wire and then they chafing through the wire. So that's a damn good idea, that. No, not cut yet. Yeah, that wire should fit through. No problem whatsoever. There's enough room there, so that'll look nice and tidy when you've got that like that. Then you've got enough room there to put, like if I can poke my little finger through, we'll see if I can. Probably won't. Oh yeah, I can feel my fingernail. I can see my finger there. Plenty of room for extra wire, like for the solar controller. So this one here would be the same. Get the thumb in there, squeeze it out. Oh, that'll be great. That one there's, damn good size. But what I can do, just around the holes, good. Yeah, no, that's good. And see, with the MIDI fuses, what I'm going to have up here, I can pre-drill through the carpet anyway. No, because I don't know exactly which one's going to go where or how many. I know I've got one for the inverter. I know I've got 3 that's got to go for the one for the inverter is a 300 amp with different size for different size fuse holder than for the DC charger that goes here. Also, I've got to have the 2 solar controllers. If we just go one, well, it's only one MIDI fuse, and the battery's got to go to the MIDI fuse first before we go to the battery. All of that sort of caper. So yeah, we just don't know whether we're going to have 1 or we're going to have 2 because of the solar panels over here. I've just got to test them. I'm a bit iffy about what's going on there. Even though they're brand new, they're just not putting out the PowerPoint what they say they are. I've got a solar panel multimeter. Just missed that one there, so I thought I'd put another punch through it. I haven't decided which is top or bottom on this either. So, but anyway, we'll get the hinge on. Got to know which is going to be top and bottom now. What will we make top or bottom? What looks the better way? doesn't really matter, they're both going to be the same. We might put that to the bottom, that little bit daggy bit to the bottom, so that'll go that way. So the hinge will go this end, that onto there. I reckon I've dragged this video on long enough for you all. This was all it was all been told of anyway. I could probably put the DC to DC charger mounted on here, same as the inverter. I didn't mark where that was. Damn. I just thought I'd put it in place and drill these holes. So I didn't mark it, so I'll just place it all out and screw it all on after. And yeah, I've got a bit of a haircut there to do. Look at that. Missed that one. Give that a bit of a haircut. Put that onto there. We'll get the hinge on. Finish it off. Get off there. Where'd she put that hinge? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Frozen. I've lost it. Yep. It's gone walkabout. I better go and find it, everyone. It wasn't lost to be found. It fell off the table. There we go. Comes with screws. Good old Bunnings. Come on. Yep, come. Good old piano hinge. They're a damn good idea. Especially in tight places. So this is going on the end there. Like I mentioned, just got to make sure we're all square there. What I might do, I've got to make that so that they screw into that. So one end's going to have 2 screws in it, so we'll put them in. I've got to pre-drill that hole, that bit there. Finish with that big one. Go through with this one. So we'll put them into place, then we can put the hinge on. This is just to hold it closed. That one there. I could do the whole thing like that, but this is much easier. I like it to come open like a cupboard. Can't quite see them there, can you? Anyway, that's in position. Getting down to the last bit of it. Whoa, screws everywhere. Put the hinge on here. The good thing is putting those screws in makes it easier for me to line this up. Pull that down like so. Yeah. Looks pretty good there. Put that into there. Don't need to pre-drill these. I can just screw straight in. Get that one started. Come up here to the other end. That onto that. That into there. I need a smaller bit. Better go and find it. Found the bit. Wasn't lost to be found. Usual thing, isn't it? Think you've lost it, but it hasn't been lost. Looking pretty already. Two to go. then we'll undo it and see if we're right. See how perfect we are. Right, that'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Right, undo this. Well, they can partly stay there. There we go. That's what she looks like. So that'll go in underneath the bed once I screw it into place and that sort of thing. That way I can put everything on here before I put it in there. It's going to be heavy, like the inverter, all that sort of thing. That way I've got all the holes lined up where, well, the holes are there, but like I was explaining with the MIDI fuses, you know, you got the inverter in the middle here, DC charger with the holes there. Yeah, so that's basically all it is. Quite simple, looks pretty for me. Not a bad little job accomplished. So if you've come this far, don't forget to like and subscribe. That's all I got for you today. It was just a matter of making this up so we can fit all of our gadgets on here. Interesting how I've made this. If you're interested in what I've done, what materials I've used and that sort of thing, put a comment below. For all those people with the smart TVs, we've got a QR code. We'll put it up in this corner up here, and we'll go from that, and you can scan your phone via the QR code and that sort of thing. So till the next one, everyone, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheerio.